27, almost 28, and very, very windy, but also very sunny. I'm glad it's a little windy because I want the mud to dry. And I'll show you why in a minute. But meanwhile, tea's ready. This is what happened yesterday. Come here, puppy. Pearl. Pearl. Come here, pup. Yeah, I know. Look what happened. Oh, poor puppy. She's not a happy camper, as you can imagine. Good morning. Poor Pearl. She went off to get her shots, and look what happened. Well, she had a black spot growth thing on one of her feet, which turned out to be something that Dr. Lori, who was our vet, was quite worried about. And so she had it removed. She also had a wart in the back of her neck removed. It is the wound. She now has it on the bottom of her back right leg that she couldn't bandage. It needs to be out in the open air. It's not supposed to get a scab. Dogs aren't supposed to scab. Scabs are bad for dogs. Did you know that? Scabs are bad for dogs, according to our vet. So we need to wash it a couple times a day with hydrogen peroxide, make sure that it doesn't scab, and she's supposed to wear the cone for 10 days. Now, I just took the cone off of her because she is outside. She is not going to lay down outside and start licking on her foot. And she probably won't be licking on her foot much anyway because you know, she'll do that when it starts to heal and itch, and it's probably not doing that yet today. And the reason I am happy that it's cold and windy is that I want to get rid of that mud because this wound is low. You know, it's just above her foot. So it will get muddy if she's running around in the mud. Right, puppy? All right, now you leave that alone or I'm going to put that cone back on, I'm afraid. So she's got to wear the cone at night. But last night when she was laying down, which she was a little groggy, and she was, you know, the way she normally lays has that foot out of reach of her. So we're hoping she just continues to do that and then doesn't fuss with it too much. So we won't have to have the cone on too long, but 10 days. Yeah, I just stopped to see how she was laying, and she's laying such that she can't, that foot isn't even seeing the light of day. All right. Actually, that's not true. I think that foot is on top. Anyway, I gotta pay attention. So I will do that. So yesterday turned out to be quite a tense day because right after I did my video, I went to the vet and sat at the vet's for a while and got a little knitting done, and then she called and said, I got this thing and I'm gonna wanna either, apparently there was some kind of drug she could inject into it that is just coming out literally like, I won't get it till Monday. But she said it would end up being more expensive because she would still have to biopsy the growth. So she would still have to sedate Pearl to get it off after, I don't know. Anyway, it didn't matter. I wanted it taken care of right then. So she did. So Pearl went to get shots and came home with needing her cone. So that was too bad. But anyway, so I had to leave her then and come home and knit and wait for the vet to, you know, tell us what's what and when we can get our dog, because she had other appointments and so Pearl was going to be later. Anyway, it was a stressful day, and so I didn't paint. I only knit. But I got a lot of work done on my sleeve because I just knit. In fact, my arm's a little sore because I just knit. I was like knitting like crazy. So I only have a few more inches to go on my second sleeve of my bistro sweater. And I pretty much decided that I think I'm not even going to block the sweater first. I think I'm just going to recognize my need for a longer sweater, and I'm just going to fix the length before I even go any further, because I already balled up 2 skeins of this Skrike. Although I have not picked a pattern yet. I did look through all the patterns I have that are worsted weight, and I thought about doing a Malin, another Malin sweater. I love my Malin sweater, but it's really rustic yarn, so I can't wear it without a shirt under it. I wore my Malin sweater the other day when I was wearing the button-down shirt. I probably forgot to tell you. Oh, I'm wearing my tulpe today over top of a sweater, and then I have my Close to You that I knit out of this beautiful yarn. Turns out the yarns are pretty close. They looked closer in the dark. But I think it goes okay. This is the Dublin yarn that Lisa gave me. And so I'm thinking about a Malin sweater, because it was my favorite sweater of all the worsted sweaters. You know, it was my favorite. I haven't knit a lot of worsted sweaters, as it turns out. I'm also thinking about just doing another bistro back to back. It'll look completely different. You know, my vineyard in the stripes with the mohair is going to look completely different than that Skrike color. And it's got that little reverse net panel down the sides, you know, so it has just a little something going on. And you know, so I'm thinking about that too. But I did expand my search into DK and Aran weight yarns on my filter, so I have more to look at, and I have to think about it. And I can also, and I'm only looking in my library at the moment, I can also look at free patterns. So, but I am really, so right now I'm feeling torn between the bistro and the Malin. The Malin has a little bit of a lace detail down the front, kind of a lace cable detail down the front. There were a few that had some detail, and I thought, you know, that, I don't, although I don't think the yarn, what are you doing? Are you mad at me? That's Pearl digging around on my table. Are you mad at me? Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd be mad at me too. I don't think Maisie's gonna ever want to go to the vet again after she saw what happened to Pearl. I should swatch the Skrike and see. I have this idea that there's a lot going on color-wise, visually, like it's highly variegated, but I think I could be wrong about that now that I'm thinking about it. It might just be a little bit speckled. You know, it's got the orange and the pink in the background, but I think I might be able to do details if I wanted to. So I'll keep thinking. Anyway, I'm working on it. But I'm going to lengthen my bistro today. I think I'm going to do that. And maybe work on my sheet painting, which I didn't do anything to, but it's very dry now. So my job today will be keeping an eye on Pearl and making sure she's not licking her foot. Because if she does that, she's going to have to put that cone back on. She will be very sad. She did not have a good night. Poor baby. But we'll see what the Dr. Lori says after she biopsies that growth or whatever it was. All right, pup. Yeah, I know. You need a cuddle. I know. I need a cuddle too. I need a cuddle too. Yeah, my girls. My girls. Yeah. So, I think I'll just go cuddle my dog. I'm going to spend a lot of time cuddling my dog. And knitting. I think it is another knitting day, right? We're just going to knit, hang out, keep an eye on you so you don't hurt your wound. But then, you know, hopefully if she'll take no for an answer when we tell her to stop fussing with it. She won't have to spend too much time in that cone. But you can't mess with it. You can't mess with it. No. No, you can't. Yeah, I know. Huh? All right. I guess I'm going to go pay attention to my dog today. That's my plan. And I don't think she's going to do anything when she's outside, although I've been keeping an eye on her outside too. I don't think, if that mud stays frozen, that will be good. Or freeze-dried from the wind, we shall see. Anyway, so that's the news today. Poor baby. Nope. See, there we go. Have a good day. Stay safe and stay sane.